Hey, I'm Sean, and I'm going to talk about the Fuji X100s. I picked it up in Tokyo just a couple weeks ago, and this is not going to be one of these in-depth telling you about every little spec because you can all read that online. This is coming from a Canon 5D Mark III user, and I travel a lot and I lug my camera around, and I've just kind of found oftentimes the bigger SLRs get in the way. They're heavy and they scare people. If you point a big SLR at somebody with a lens on it, especially a bigger lens or just really anything, it looks like they think you're pointing a gun at them. And so a lot of times I'd rather be a little more inconspicuous and behind the scenes, kind of a street shooter type of thing, or just take a picture of someone, even if they know you're taking their picture and you're pointing this big mamma jamma at them. They kind of go, oh, someone's taking my picture. Goodness. So something like this is very, may I take your picture? Very unassuming. And so that's very good. I've had an XE1 before. This is very similar quality-wise. And one really good thing about it, as typical Fuji, late model Fujis, are the really good ISO. So I'll put it on auto up to 6400. I found on this one, no big problem. So let me bring that exposure down. Kind of went crazy there. It does not focus as good as a DSLR, but I'll give a little there. It's better than the XE1, which can be frustrating oftentimes focus-wise. This, also with the manual focus, the focus peaking, kind of like the Sony, but not quite as much. Sorry about that. It's really good. It's not as good as the Sony, but it's a nice thing, and I think this is going to get better and better in the future. So most of all, it's really fun and to carry around this camera and shoot pictures with it. It really is. It's a fun camera. So if you're thinking about maybe getting it, take the plunge, do it. It's good. It's anything else that somebody might be wondering about. I think a lot of people have questions. Well, should I get it or not? It is really fun. It's got all the manual controls and all that kind of stuff. You can put them on auto as well. The manual focusing, like I said, works good. The only thing I would say is that when this aperture ring is in auto, if you can see, aperture ring, see, they've got that little bump on the ring that when it's in auto and you try to reach up here and focus, you can easily knock it out. So you just have to learn to go around it a little bit. I think that could have been done a little, because most people who are going to focus are going to grab it on top and bottom. And if you do, you could easily grab that aperture ring and pull it out of auto to F16 or something, which may not be what you're looking for. I think that might have been better placed kind of like that, sideways, so that you could, unless you're one of these, maybe have an option, I don't know. But regardless, it really good image files you get out of it, very sharp. It's because of the Fuji X-Trends, blah blah, whatever. They got a good sensor in it. So that's it for now. I've got some pictures on Flickr. If somebody wanted to go there, perhaps I'll put an address up. We'll see. That's it. X100S.